I'm here with John Scully and David Steinberg of Zeta Interactive. You know, if you guys could kind of walk through a little bit of your background and how you got to where you are.
Well, David and I have been great friends and business partners for 20 years. This is our third company together. David's
going back to, like, what are some of the other companies you guys have worked together on?
Infonic, Wirefly, and this.
Okay.
So the last public company David had got up to a $1.6 billion market value. And this company started in 2007. It's all focused around the customer and the whole life cycle of a customer from the time that you engage and acquire a customer through the loyalty and monetization of the customer. And it's really a tremendously successful company in this new era of database marketing.
So what key points are you guys looking at when you're talking about like the life cycle of a customer? Maybe to explain a little bit more about your business.
Yeah, so we help very large companies create additional customers, so bring in new customers, make more money by selling additional products and services to existing customers, and then doing CRM to help them keep customers on their platform for longer periods of time.
So the things I look for in terms of the key metrics are what's the sales cycle to acquire a new customer? In this case, it's about 3 months, which is about half what it would be for a typical SaaS business. Then what's the value of that customer in terms of the revenue that you get once you acquire them? In our case, it's anywhere from $500,000 up to, pushing close to 10 million with some of our largest customers. So the scale of this business has made this company one of the largest data analytics companies in the world. And as the marketing cloud becomes more and more the way that big brands around the world are starting to want to acquire customers, retain customers, monetize customers, it's been one of the foundations of the strategy that David put together when we first created this company.
And what does this look like? Is this, what kind of software is this?
Everything sits in what we call our Zeta Marketing Cloud, and we have different components to the cloud. But effectively, what we do, simply, is we take our clients' CRM data and we analyze it. There's an analytical component to the cloud. It says, okay, if you're a very large telecom company, we might find that their best customers are males 24 to 44 with a household income of $54,000 living in these states, and these people read these publications. We have
hopefully TechCrunch is one of them.
Well, of course. How could they not? But we have 350 million active people in our database that we have a large amount of data that's either psychographic, demographic, or behavioral. We would sort those attributes through the database, and we might, of the 350 million, find 7 million people that really match that target. We might email a subset of that group to start looking at who clicks on the email, who opens it, who buys, which appends back to the data warehouse, which teaches us even more. And then we, through plugging into partners like social, mobile, and display, we will go out and look for those attributes in building campaigns to do that.
So the scale of the company is really amazing how fast it's grown. We're about 700 employees, about 300 are technical, meaning engineers, and about 60 of those are data scientists. So this is really a data science-centric company.
So what are some of the most interesting pieces of new technology that are coming out in the kind of marketing space? Because I'm sure you guys are really, really close to this.
A lot of it revolves around data segmentation, right? I mean, and if you think about what your parent company or former parent company AOL was really focused on and what Facebook is focused on, you're talking about people-based marketing, right? That's what Zeta really does at scale. We help very large companies build people-based marketing.
And you said you guys have grown something like 72%.
So we grew 72% last year, and we'll grow 40 to 50% again this year. So it's been really exciting.
Yeah, and the company is very profitable. So the profit is growing as fast as the revenue.
I think it's important to note that the creative component of marketing will probably always exist, but it'll be secondary to data analytics, targeting, and really focusing on attribution. So today you've got 70% of the global marketing dollars spent on an analog basis and only 30% spent on a digital basis. And of the 30% that's digital, very little has attribution. Right? So if you look at Google, they've got among the best attribution models in the world, right? People click, they buy or they don't. You can track from the click all the way to the transaction. We've built a platform that takes that to the next level, where you can actually, we have a very large automotive client. We track their media from the digital ecosystem all the way through to when somebody test drives a car. And we can match back to exactly where they saw the media to where and when they test drive a car. And that type of attribution really says, is it working or not? Because if enough people don't test drive a car, or if enough people don't activate a wireless phone, or if enough people don't buy an insurance policy or go on a particular trip, the marketing wasn't well spent, right? So the future of marketing, in our opinion, is attribution and allocation versus how do we build this huge brand? And I think a lot of dollars are spent on branding in ecosystems where ultimately they will focus on acquisition, retention, and monetization.